Yo, it's your boy LJ. I'm back with another video about this depression stuff. Um, Before I even start, I want to go ahead and say I'm not a scientist, I'm not a doctor, I'm not a therapist, I'm not any other nature. I do a little bit of maintenance on the side if that counts. If y'all want to look at that, y'all can holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Share in the comments or something. But so I just want to have to say that because I know a lot of people be like, oh, well, you must know, you must have a degree in this to talk about this. And no. This is strictly opinion. This is strictly my life. This is strictly what I had to do to beat this depression and to stay away from it. And I just wanted to throw that out there so there ain't no miscommunication about that. So it's been a long day. My body kind of sore. But you know, I'm always gonna come back to y'all and let y'all know what's going on and how I keep my vibrations high and how I get through this depression all the time. So today, I'm gonna talk about number 2 of how I got rid of my depression. So I do a lot of studying, and the main thing that I like to study is this thing everybody likes to call law of attraction. All right, now, so law of attraction is a lot of things, but I must sum it all into one little sentence. What you put out into the universe is what you get back. And meaning when I say that is your mentality. Your mentality and your words. Everything you say, everything you think, all that is just thrown into the universe. And eventually it has to come back because what goes around comes around. Everybody likes to call it karma. You can definitely call it karma. And trust me, I know for a fact, this is fact. Karma don't miss. So if you felt like you did something wrong and you think, oh, I'm cool now, nah, it's gonna come back. Granted, you might have changed everything, but nah, it's gonna definitely come back. You gotta reap what you sow. So when you reap what you sow, you can reap what you sow with your words, your actions, your thoughts, all of that, everything that you can possibly physically do and think about is just gonna come back to you. So if you're constantly thinking, I'm sad, I'm depressed, I don't want to be around anybody. I'm here for no reason. I'm this, I'm that. That's literally what you're putting out, and that's what you're going to get back. So then you're going to constantly stay sad, depressed, and keep in that little cycle. You can't really sit there and dwell on that stuff. You got, even if the worst things happen to you, you literally have to be like, yo, just because this happened means something better is about to happen. You can't think, oh, this happened, oh, I'm a failure, oh, I suck, I'm this, I'm that. Just don't put yourself down. Stop putting yourself down. You are human. You are allowed to feel what you feel, but you cannot sit here and feel that and stay that way. Because if you stay that way, you're just like I said, you're going to put that out, it's coming back. You're going to stay that way. You cannot, it's all mental. Everything is super mental. And if you're not strong enough mentally, you really need to like figure out and set aside some stuff that you can sit down and actually like work on your mental. Meditation is really good for that. You know what I mean? Reading is really good for that. Finding other ways to cope with the stuff that you're doing. You know what I'm saying? Like little stuff like that. And the biggest thing that I do and that I still do to this day is, so for instance, say, let me see, let me give an example. Say you and somebody get into an altercation, okay? And well, not even altercation, but like a little bit of an argument or something like that. And it's all words, like y'all not typing on the computer or nothing. Y'all just talking to each other. And they say something bad about you. So say for instance, they say like, say I'm playing basketball, okay? Say somebody like, bro, you suck. You can't make a shot. You suck. Like you can't dribble. Da 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 da. In my head, everything bad that they're saying, I'm reversing it. And I'm saying something good about myself. So they're saying, you suck, you can't make a shot. I say, I'm the best shooter on the court right now. They say, you can't dribble the ball. I say, I cross you up right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to change your mental because what you believe is what is going to exist in your head. Everybody has a different reality. Now, with everybody having a different reality, you cannot literally tell somebody their opinion is not valid. So everybody has to have an opinion. Like I said, there's a lot of opinions in this world. So how can there be so many facts? But anyway, so changing what people say to you, changing the arguments that you have in your head every day, every time you say, oh, I want to do this, and you hear that little voice in your head say, nah, you can't do that because of this, that, and the third. Like, I'm like, nah. And you got to talk back to that little voice in your head. Actually be like, no, I can do anything I want to do. Like, you don't own me. I own you. You have to own your brain. Don't let your brain own you. So that means change your mentality. Change everything about your mentality. Sometimes you got to, like, eliminate everything you've ever learned before and regain and redo everything that you want to learn, because a lot of this stuff is subconscious. So everything we everything we hear, see, touch, feel, taste, all that is just going all straight into our subconscious, and we're not conscious of it. The brain only uses like 95% subconscious and only 5% conscious. And I actually tested that one day. You know what I mean? Like I literally was like, I ain't gonna lie, I did some stupid shit. I should have been driving when I was drinking a little bit too much. And I was like, okay, let me try something, because I know I'm aware, but I'm conscious, but I'm only 5% conscious. So I tried my conscious. Let me see if I can drive while thinking about it. Like, all right, no. I'm starting to swerve a little bit. Okay, now let me think about something totally off the wall that I'm not even thinking about driving right now. Let me think about this music I'm blasting right now. Let me think about, oh, I'm about to go home. You know what I'm saying? I'm about to go chill, relax, smoke a L or something. Let me think about having to go to work in the mornings because you know what I mean? I don't care about going to work. Let me think about, you know what I'm saying, something random. And you notice you straighten up, because it's all subconscious. It's just literally flowing. You don't have to try. So when you can get that into your head to not have to try to think positive about everything, and it's all subconscious, it just flows. So your life is gonna flow so much better. You're not gonna be in as much trouble as you thought you would be in. You're not gonna be dealing with as much negative people as you thought you was gonna be dealing with. It brings literally people to your life that you never thought you would see, never thought you would hear about. People that's on that same level of consciousness and that same level of vibration and frequency. It just brings so much to your life that you just, it's amazing. I promise, it's amazing. The law of attraction is amazing. And once you can actually like get it down 100%, which I haven't, like I still, you know what I'm saying, I still think off the wall sometimes, but I'm like, nah, bring that back, bring it all the way back. So a lot of that is literally being able to control your mind. If you can't control your mind, you're not going to be able to control anything. I wish I had my book right here right now. It's a quote in there I wanted to say, but I don't remember the quote, but I always write them down. But so main thing is today, folks, keep your mind together. Stay positive with any situation, any circumstances. And for the men especially, that's more of the people who I'm really talking to right now, because a lot of men don't talk about their depression. For the men especially, learn to practice how to focus on one thing. If you can focus on one thing and accomplish one thing, then you move on to the next things. You don't need to be trying to focus on too many things at one time, because then your mind is just going to be clustered. Your awareness is going to be clustered. You're not going to really be able to sit there and focus on one thing. So train your mind. Train your mind. One thing I did to train my mind, actually, I wanted to tell y'all this about this anyways, but so one day, I do all this just to focus on one thing, like, because your mind got so much going on. Like, I have so much going on with, like, I have a whole bunch of situations going on at one time, but I train my mind to focus on the only thing that I want to focus it on. And so what I did was I was taking a bath, right? And so I'm taking a bath. I have some music on. I think I was playing NBA Youngboy. I think one of his new mixtapes or a new album or whatever. And I had candles burning. I had a little bit of Douce in the cup next to me. I had some food in there. What else did I have in there? I think that was it. I think that was it. Like, so for like 3 or 4 things that was pretty much going on at the same time. So doing that, I'm sitting in a bath, and no matter how many times I ate the food, no matter how many times I took a sip of Henny, no matter how many times I thought about the lyrics that NBA Youngboy was spitting, I thought about the whole time replacing the elements and the thermostats on a hot water tank. Okay, if anybody know that, that's the thing that pretty much give you the hot water in your house. So pretty much the whole entire time I was in the tub, I sat there and I visualized and kept my mind focused on breaking down this hot water tank, what to do, shutting off the valves, taking out the thermostat, making sure the wires go back to in the right place, turning the water back on, and like flushing out the system, draining, letting all the air go out the system. So I did that, and I promise I only did it for like 10 minutes, 5-10 minutes. And after I did it, I seen it in my head, like, oh shit, like I can actually think about one thing. Like I really can think about one thing. Like this is crazy. So after that, it just started rolling. And I'm like, okay, now that I believe that I can do it and I've seen me do it, it's going to start happening more. Like, you know what I mean? It's going to start happening more because I actually sat down and tried it. So what I want to say is every time you start to focus off of something, bring that shit right back. Every time it start to get negative, bring it to a positive. You got to make sure you balance out your mind. Your mind can't be clustered all the time, because if not, you're never going to start moving forward, and you're never going to be able to beat depression, because you're going to always constantly put yourself back down. Okay, no, F that. I want to get out of depression. I'm not even thinking about depression no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to like literally be mentally there. You cannot let anything drain you. Don't let nobody tell you can't do this, because you can do it. You don't need medicine. It just takes your mental. Even the medicine is mental. And that's another thing I want to get into. I used to take medicine for my depression. It's been so long that I forgot what the medicine was called now. Like, I don't know what they said, but they said like I had a chemical imbalance and all this extra stuff. And if I stopped taking it and go cold turkey on it, I would be suicidal and all type of stuff. So I didn't like that, because I don't really like dealing with like medicines and stuff like that. Like, I'm more of like a natural type of person now. So granted, like if I got a banging headache, I'll probably take an ibuprofen or something. But as far as something that's going to change my mind and my mood, I'm cool on that, because like now I feel like I'm a slave in my own head. I don't want to be a slave in my own head to where I feel like I need something to make me feel okay, like make me feel all right. Granted, liquor, you know what I mean? We like liquor, you know what I'm saying? So we ain't gonna talk about that. But you feel me? I don't need a medicine so I can feel like I cannot go to work if I don't take my medicine. I can't be myself if I don't take my medicine. I can't be happy if I don't take my medicine. I have plenty of people that I work with that'll tell you, when I was on this medicine, I was like this. Like, I would come in one day, hey, everybody, da-da-da-da. Next day I come in, I don't even want to talk no more. They're like, yo, what's wrong with you? Like, ain't you on medicine? Like, you should be, did you not take it? And I had took the medicine. So it was like, boom, 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 boom. I'm like, no. This is not cool. I don't need to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, you know what? I don't like the way that this made me feel. I don't like the way that, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, no, don't go cold turkey. A lot of people say it. And I was talking to people, like getting people's information on it. Don't go cold turkey. Don't do that. Don't do that. But at the end of the day, I went cold turkey. And after I went cold turkey, I ain't gonna lie, probably like a week, I was feeling like, okay, I can definitely feel the difference in my body. But it was only because I already had that shit in my system. So it had to get out. So I started like drinking hella water. And once I finally got it like flushed out of my system all the way, probably took like a couple weeks. But once I got it flushed out of my system, I felt a lot better. I didn't feel suicidal. I didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying, like I had to take my medicine. I need to go back and get my medicine. I need to go talk to my doctor again. I didn't feel like that. I felt perfectly fine. I felt like I was like on top of the world, honestly, because just knowing that I didn't need it and I kicked it off and they told me I shouldn't, that was just right there more for me mentally to be like, oh yeah, like I'm the shit. Like, y'all can't tell me nothing. Like, I actually got off of y'all's medicine, did what doctors told me not to do. Like, little people who went to school for 10, 12, whatever, how many years they went to school, I did the total opposite from them. And it was all because I had the mental capacity to do that. I wasn't listening to what everybody was telling me. I wasn't listening to, oh, don't do this, you can be suicidal. I wasn't listening to none of that. I said, nah, I don't need it. And that's it. I don't need it. Ever since then, I have not been depressed. And it's amazing because they say, oh, you need this. And no, you don't. You just need your mental, and you need to unblock everything that's clogging up your mental. Now, at the end of the day, people are going to do what they want to do. If you're already on medicine, I don't got no news for you, but you don't need it. That's what I'm going to say. You don't need it. It's the mental. The mental is what telling you don't need it. How could you know if you have depression if somebody didn't diagnose you with depression? You would just think, oh, I'm sad all the time. I'm sad all the time. I'm angry. I'm mad. I don't want to be around nobody. Then you look up the symptoms on Google, and it's like, oh, you depressed. So then you go to the doctor, and they like, oh yeah, you're depressed. After they tell you that, a doctor told you that now. Now you're like, oh shit, I am depressed. So now, of course, your mind, what you put into the universe is what you get out. If they told you you're depressed, you believed it, you threw that into the universe. It came right back, and now you're like, oh, I'm depressed. I need medicine. I need this, I need that, I need therapy, I need this. No. You can't, if somebody don't diagnose you with something, how can you know you got it? Think about that. So don't diagnose yourself with depression. Don't sit here and be like, oh, I'm depressed. I got depression. I go through it all the time. Tell yourself you don't got depression. You've never been through depression. Tell yourself all positive about depression. Oh, if I went through depression, it was probably you know what I mean? I don't even know. But tell yourself you don't have depression. Like, it's mental. Everything is mental. No, I don't have depression. No, I'm not depressed. Even when you feel a little bit sad, I'm not sad. I'm happy as hell. Smile, laugh, giggle. I promise all that's just going to return to you. And that's the main point of today's topic. Mindset, law of attraction. Keep your mind uncluttered. Stay on one thing. As men, for the men that I'm talking to you now, I understand we going through a lot. A lot of us is going through some crazy stuff right now, and I get it. But if you cannot keep your mind straight and focused on one thing, how do you expect to lead? You can't be a leader if you can't lead yourself. So that's what I wanted to talk about today. Like, share, subscribe, comment, do what y'all gotta do. I will be back again with another one. Y'all know that. So, yo, LJ.